In this section, we will see other types of virtualization. So, first is storage virtualization. Storage virtualization is a system administration practice that allows decoupling of the physical organization of the hardware from its logical representation. Using this technique, users do not have to be worried about the specific location of their data, and that data is identified using a logical path. Storage virtualization allows to collect a wide range of storage facilities and represent them under a single logical file system. So there are different techniques for storage virtualization. One of the most popular and being network based virtualization is storage area network, that is SAN. So this SAN uses a network accessible device through a large bandwidth connection to provide a storage facilities. Okay. Next is network virtualization. Network virtualization combines hardware appliances and specific software for the creation and management of the virtual network. Network virtualization can aggregate different physical network into a single logical network or provide a network-like functionality. The result of external network virtualization is generally VLAN, that is virtual LAN. So what is VLAN? VLAN is an aggregation of the host that communicate with each other as they were located under the same broadcasting domain. So there are several options for implementing internal network virtualization. So first is the guest can share the same network interface of the host using the network address translation, that is NAT. The guest allow or share the same network interface which is in the host, and for that purpose it uses the NAT, that is network address translation, to access the network. The virtual machine manager VMM can emulate and install on the host an additional network device together with the driver. Or second is the guest can have their own private network within that guest. Okay, so these are the two techniques of network virtualization. Next is desktop virtualization. A desktop system with multiple operating system. So desktop virtualization abstracts the abstract the desktop environment available on a personal computer in order to provide access to it using a client server approach. So this desktop virtualization provides the same outcome as hardware virtualization, but the purposes are different of hardware virtualization and desktop virtualization. Similar to the hardware virtualization, desktop virtualization makes accessible a different system as though it were natively installed on the host, but this system is remotely stored on different hosts and accessed through a network connection. So here the hypervisor type is similar to the server virtualization. It is used for testing software on multiple OS. It reduces the hardware cost, and this is about the local desktop virtualization. The advantages of the desktop virtualization are high availability, persistence, accessibility, and ease of management. And the next is application server virtualization. Application server virtualization. So application server virtualization abstracts a collection of application servers that provide the same service as a single virtual application server, and it provides the better quality of service rather than emulating a different environment. Okay, so this is about the other types of virtualization. Okay, thank you.